Which measure of center to use? When looking at problems, we have to calculate our measures of center and compare them to see which one would be best to describe the data. So let's look at this example here. We have Sherman and his friends had a paper airplane competition. The distances each plane traveled were 13 feet, 2 feet, 19 feet, 18 feet, and 16 feet. Should Sherman use the mean, median, or mode to describe their results? So let's calculate the mean, median, and mode and then compare them to see which one would be best. So to find the mean, we have to find the sum of the measures, and then we have to divide by how many there are. We're finding the average. So we're going to find the sum of 13 plus 2 plus 19 plus 18 plus 16 and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 since we have 5 data points. That will give us a sum of 68, and 68 divided by 5 gives us a mean of 13.6 for the data. Then the median is going to be the middle data value when the values are written in numerical order. So let's first write these in numerical order. We have 2, 13, 16, 18, and 19. Since there are 5 data points, we do have a middle number. We can see 16 has 2 values before it and 2 values after, so 16 is our median. And then the mode is the value that occurs most often in our data. But every value only occurs once, so there actually is no mode. We don't even have a number for it. So now looking at your mean of 13.6, your median of 16, and having no mode, which measure of center do you think would best describe the data? Compare each measure of center to the data and try to make the best decision. So when comparing, the median is the closest to most of the values. You have 16 feet, which is actually one of the data values, and then that's close to 13 feet, 19 feet, 18 feet. It's only not close to 2 feet, so that is going to be the best to describe the data, the median. The mean is less than 3 out of the 5 values, and there wasn't even a mode to use, so you wouldn't want to use mode, and the mean is too far away from the others. So the median is the best measure of center to use to describe this data. Let's take a look at another example. Here we have the Foodie grocery store sells several juice brands in 12-ounce bottles. So which measure of center, mean, median, or mode, would best describe the cost for a 12-ounce bottle of juice? So in order to see how the measures of center compare to the data needs to be in order from least to greatest. That helps find the median. And then the data has also been graphed to help you see the comparison. This is a great visual to see which one best describes the data. So if you add up all the data points and then divide by how many there are, we get a mean of 1.21. And 1.21, $1.21, is greater than most of the data. As you can see here, our red stripe on the graph, our red line, is higher than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 4, and then almost higher than the 5th, and the 6th is definitely higher, but it's higher than 4 out of the 6. So that, let's see what the others might be better. So now we have the median, so your middle data point is $1.04, $1.04, 1.04. So here, half the data is greater than the median and half the data is less than the median. You have your median right in the middle. So that is actually smack dab in the middle. It's a good representation, except you do have your 6th value being higher than the others. Now your mode is 99 cents. You had 2 data values with the mode. The mode reflects the lower 4 values very well, but is much lower than the top 2 values. So actually, you could make an argument for all 3 of these measures of center, but it really depends on what you're trying to tell about the data, how you want to interpret the data. Here you have that 6th data point that's kind of throwing your mean, median, and mode off. So you have to really use your judgment of which you want to use to represent. Sometimes the answer isn't as clear cut like it was in the other example.